Hello, welcome back, Transformer TCG fans. This is Grill Hammer. Let's get this and go as quick as we can. I want to go over 6 new cards. We're almost done with the KO set. I like trying to keep my sets small. The file small is only about 30 or so cards in there because I've had to do more than that. I hit the save button. Sometimes I feel like, is it going to stay? Is it going to disappear forever, or is it still there? Because after I upgraded back in February from the old MSC to the new MSC, and they added all these traits in here for all these pips and all the pip colors and the hybrids and all this. It's locked up on me more than a few times, and I lost one of my original files that was very large, had like over 50-60 cards in it, and I lost some stuff. So I try to keep my files kind of low. I like making sometimes I have a mixed bag of stuff, but I like doing like certain characters here, battle cards here. So there's not just one big set. Marine Wars was my one exception. Well, I got everything in the file and all the boats, all the upgrades right there, and I didn't do many upgrades. I did about 9, if I remember correctly. We went over a few of those and kind of revisited one, and I need to revisit and actually update the text for the ancient Scraplet Scimitar or Scimitar or however you pronounce that, because I didn't like how I worded that. But in the meantime, let's get in and continue on with the KO set. Look at 6 new cards. Let's do this. First off, there is Branded. Now there's 2 different cards in here that can change your factions. Branded is one of them. It's an orange pip utility card. The equipped character is a Decepticon, or has the Decepticon trait. Do I need to reword this? I have it differently on another card that we're about to go at the very end. While this is on an Autobot, it has the Decepticon trait. Let's go back to Branded. Let's do this. Crap, I can't hit pause. Okay, let's do because that's bugged me ever since I tried recording this the first time. The equipped character has the Decepticon trait. Is also a Decepticon, or I don't know. But the equipped character has the Decepticon trait. No, it's not a trait, it's a faction. Faction. Flying on the seat of my pants here, guys. I apologize. But while it is in bot mode, while the equipped character is in bot mode, the equipped character has the plane trait. So, like Decepticons, if they're all in bot mode, they can fly. They use too much energy. They're always wanting to try to steal Earth's resources to get Energon so they can use more Energon and so they can fly. And that was the whole idea that I thought originally why the Autobots couldn't or wouldn't fly anymore. There could be a different change in gravity between Cybertron and Earth. I don't know. Cybertron is smaller compared to Earth. Once we actually saw Cybertron come to Earth, that was an idea, because like our moon's gravity is not as heavy as ours is because the Earth is so much bigger. Something to think about. Archaic Energon Guzzlers. Thank you, Beast War Megatron. It's very possible that, like I said, despite him saying that to G1 Prime and Stasis, it's very possible that there was a reason we didn't see the Autobots flying much anymore, even though they decided to write it, oh, well, they're cars and vehicles, they can't fly. Yeah, they could, and they would sometimes on occasion. And even in the Japanese continuation, we saw Autobots flying. Even going back to Season 3. Rodimus Prime and some of the others just flew off into space, and it's like, boom, there you go. Okay, so I think it was an energy consumption thing. That's my take on the loophole. But anyway, let's keep going. Brutal Retribution is a blank secret action card. I'm trying to replace a card that I missed. Like I said, when I updated the MSC this past February, I lost a whole file. One of them was that one card that I mentioned in my previous video that I've looked and looked and looked and looked. I've looked in some of my homemade stuff. I thought I had it printed out. I couldn't find it. It's probably there somewhere. In the meantime, I'm looking at my phone. I'm looking at my computer. I'm looking in the MSC. It's not here. It's gone. So I think I lost it in the very first file that I ever created, which has over 50, 60 plus something cards in it, and it's gone. So this is to make up for that, and I'm pretty sure this is how I had it worded. It showed, I think I originally had it where you were seeing Primal walk off and Tarantulas was stuck up and impaled on the wall, but in this one you actually just see him holding the end of Tarantulas's pencil sharp end of his weapon, and that's when he does impale him. So reveal: when one of your characters defends. When revealed, scrap your attacker's weapon and do 1 damage to the attacker. A nice, strong, blank pip secret action that's going to disarm your opponent, and you're able to get 1 attack, non-attack damage to him. And that was my intent. I think that was my original intent. I don't know where it went, so I had to recreate it. Brutal Retribution. There you go. Not faction-based, not flipping based. They don't have to be in a bot mode or an alt mode or anything like that, or any type of faction. Nice, general secret action card. Let's go on to Dynomite. Dynomite is another secret action card that is also blank. This is a little stronger, so maybe I can but this one is not going to remove their weapons or anything. Dynomite is going to help Dinobots. It's a blank pip. Like I said, reveal when one of your Dinobots defends in alt mode. Here's the setup. This is a scene out of Cyberverse when around season 2, if I remember correctly, Grimlock, excuse me, is up against about 3 or 4 Decepticons, and he's in dinosaur mode. They attack. He sweeps them with his tail. He knocks about 2 of them down, if not all of them down. So that's kind of what the effect of this is. When one of your Dinobots defends in alt mode, when revealed, do 1 damage to 2 different enemies when able. So you can still damage 1 enemy if there's only 1 enemy on the field. Okay, and your enemies do not have to be in any form. It can be any. It doesn't matter. But your Dinobots have to be in alt mode in order for this secret action to work. So you might want to use original Dinobots, or I guess you could use the combiner ones too. Just whatever, doesn't matter. But it has to be a Dinobot. Or you can use some of my Beast War characters, because I gave Beast War Megatron the Dinobot trait in his alt mode. I think I gave him Dinobot and a Beast mode. I know I gave Dinobot the Dinobot trait. Well, that just seemed like a no-brainer. So there's a few Dinobot characters in my Beast War set that have the Dinobot trait, and all they have to do is defend in alt mode, and you can attack 2 enemies with 1 attack, non-damage. You know what I mean. Let's go on to Energon Cage. I'm out of water. Energon Cage is a blue pip action card, and it's simply tap an enemy Decepticon 9 stars and under, or 9 stars or less. I have 9 stars and under. Oh gosh. In bot mode. So yeah, I can't get to my pause button. So there's a couple of stipulations here. Yes, tapping an enemy is strong. They have to be a Decepticon. They have to be 9 stars or less. They have to be in bot mode. So with those stipulations, I just made this a rare. It's not a star card. It's got 1 simple pip on it. I'm sorry. Nothing left. So you're able to tap 1 enemy with this. We do have cards that can counter this. They can use ready for action as well, which can get them back untapped to be able to tap them to attack and attack you back, etc. I don't think this is too strong. Many people on Facebook and other avenues are all like, oh, you tapping your enemy characters, oh, that's too strong. We need to do this. You have to do that. And I'm like, really? But with these 3 stipulations here, faction, star count, card side, I think this is fine. I'm not giving it a star. It's strong, but it's not strong. I'm not worried about it. Energon Cage, I like the screenshot where this came from G1. Let's keep moving. And just 2 more cards left. Sidearm Gauntlet. Sidearm Gauntlet is an upgrade armor, as we would think. It's got +1 for the defense. It's a white pip and a blue pip for only the Autobots. It is an Autobot faction card because it's going to help Optimus Primes. But anybody can wear this card. Anybody can wear a Sidearm Gauntlet. Because when anybody's wearing this, when the equipped character flips to bot mode, do 1 damage to an enemy. Nice. There you go. But while this is on an Optimus Prime, he has +1 to attack for turn. And he doesn't have to be in any mode. It's going to give him +1 to attack and +1 to defense from an armor slot. And anybody wearing this can get 1 attack damage when they flip from alt to bot mode. So that's Sidearm Gauntlet. I think this is a really neat card. I've had this picture from Transformers Animated for maybe 10 months or more, and I was glad I finally found a neat way we can incorporate this into the game and make this a card, because he's showing off his mounted gun hidden that comes up just like that, which is really cool, and many Transformers have that. And so because of that, despite it's an Autobot faction card, because it helps Optimus Prime, anybody can still wear this. Anybody can still wear it, but only Autobots are also only going to get the defense on the flip. The last one is the Dweller. The Dweller is this thing from an episode of Cyberverse, which was a really good episode. I hated that their episodes seem to be for like ADD people. They go very quickly. Sometimes it feels like there's not enough meat on them. They're like 10 minutes long. I'm like, can't these be a little longer than this? But anyway, the Dweller is a star blank weapon card. I thought about making this a utility, and I thought, no, I like this better because I wanted to give it a large attack because of what the Dweller did to the characters in the show. I like pulling stuff from the show, put it on a card, and try to get it in that function. All right? That's what the guys seemed to be at Wizards was doing with the card game originally. So, I need to get back to work. The equipped character has +5 to attack until end of turn. Why is this a star card? Because this doesn't come off. This does not get scrapped after battle like Energy Barricade or Grenade Launcher or anything like that. This gets to stay on the character. That's why there's a star on this. While it's on an Autobot, it has the Decepticon trait. So just like Branded, this is going to change or add the Decepticon faction. I have trait on there. Well, it is kind of a trait, but it is a faction, and maybe I should make this a faction card because it does that. That's an idea. Let's just do that. Let's make this a Decepticon card. Even though it's more of a tentacle-based looking thing, it could be more related to the Quintessons, because the Quintessons did take over Cybertron in Cyberverse. But the Dweller was down there for a long time. Hammerbite was in there guarding the whatever, and I think that's where they found Windblade, or one of the things they needed to try to revive Windblade, or whatever the plot was for that. But what the Dweller did is that it would blew the orange stuff on the orange smoke onto the characters. It would change them, and they would attack their friends. That's why I'm having it change Autobots into Decepticons. But it's going to give any equipped character +5 to attack till end of turn. But there's a catch. Your defense comes down by 2. And most average characters have at least a defense of 2 in alt mode or sometimes bot mode. Tanks have on average 3 in alt mode, etc., etc., you're going to lose some defense. So this might, since it's a blank pip card, you might be good to put this with maybe a few other blank pip cards with a mainly blue deck, so you can get some blue on the flip. Okay, so that's an idea. That's an idea, because a lot of blank blue black decks, which would be probably the best way to go. Now that I think about it. Some of the blank cards are kind of strong, and that's why I made it blank, gave it a star. You're going to be able to get five to attack for turn when this battles. Excuse me. When this attacks. I need to change the wording on this. So you'll see the final here. I'm going to say the equip. When the equipped character attacks, it has +5 to attack until end of turn. That's what I'm going to have to do. That it's just going to have to be wordier. I don't like wordier, but so be it. So that's going to be it for today with Branded, Brutal, Retribution, Dynomite, Energon, Cage, Sidearm Gauntlet, and the Dweller. 5 more left in this set with the KO'd set. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Have a blessed day. And as always, Autobots, flip out and let's roll for it.